I didn't want to say this last week because people were happy that Pacquiao beat Bradley, and their urge for the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight had gone up tremendously. So that's why I didn't say anything after Pacquiao beat Bradley, because I don't think that this would have been taken well during that time period, and I'm not sure if it ever will be. But it is time for Pacquiao to retire. It's time to go because he's not the same anymore. You know, he's not moving as quickly as he used to move. He's not as fast. He's not as he's taking on too much wear and tear. You know, he's not even the same guy that fought Marquez for the fourth time. So I think you should go ahead and start thinking about it, even though I don't think that he wants to. Um, Pretty soon, I do though. I do think that he can beat Marquez, and if he wants to fight him, he should. For the fifth time, I do think he can beat him because Marquez, he's he's not the same either. He's really not the same. He's way past his prime. So I do think that Pacquiao can beat him. But as far as fighting Floyd and going on after that, I don't think that's really. I mean, he can fight Floyd. What may happen is Pacquiao may end up raising his level back up to fight Floyd. I've seen that before. It's a big fight, and even though they're past their prime, usually, well, not usually, but sometimes a fighter like Pacquiao, he will he will come back for one night, or I mean, because sometimes he looks okay, and then sometimes he looks like he's not the same, and I don't want to see that. You should be who you are, no matter what, you know. And if I ever see you like drop down, then come back up, then drop down, I don't want to see it anymore. I mean, I don't want to see this guy get old and then start losing to guys like Brandon Rios, right? And it's not because he can't beat him; it's because he's too past his prime now, you know. So if I was him, you know, I would probably beat Marquez next, and then if the Floyd fight is there, take it. If not, I would start looking to retire. You know, he may be able to fight some young guys that aren't on his level yet, but as far as fighting for the next 3-4 years, I say no. I think he's not the same. To me, he's responding a little bit slower to me, and whenever I start seeing stuff like that, like I shouldn't see that. So if I start to notice it, that means that something's different, you know. So if I was him, I would start thinking about it. He's getting older. He's had over 60 fights. He's been fighting for years, and that's a lot of wear and tear. You know, Floyd doesn't really have that much um, damage on him because he hasn't really been fighting as often as Pacquiao, and also he has not been fighting as long, and also he has better defense. He hasn't really been getting hit as much, so it's not the same for Floyd as it is with Pacquiao. Pacquiao's a rough fighter, so he takes on much more punishment. So it's different for him. Um, but yeah, man, yeah, but that's my analysis so far. That's what I see. I want to hear your opinions on it. I'm out.